Being honest might not always get you a wide circle of friends, but it will certainly help you attract the ones who are right for you. There is something powerful about authenticity. When you present yourself as genuinely as possible, those who resonate with your values will naturally be drawn to you, while those who don't will drift away. It's better to have a few true companions who understand and support your true self than many who only appreciate a facade. When it comes to worrying about what others think of you, remember that most people are too preoccupied with themselves. Human nature tends to be inward-focused, meaning that those concerns you have about how others perceive you are often exaggerated. Everyone has their own set of insecurities and anxieties, and very few people are genuinely scrutinizing every move you make. Therefore, why waste valuable time and energy comparing yourself to others? Every minute spent in self-doubt or comparison is a minute stolen from the beautiful life that you could be living. Focus on your own journey, appreciate your progress, and allow yourself to grow at your own pace. Avoid becoming emotionally dependent on others because people change, sometimes without any warning. Even those you consider your closest friends today could become strangers tomorrow. This is a harsh reality, but it teaches you the importance of being comfortable in your own company. Learn to cultivate your own sense of fulfillment and joy without relying on someone else to fill the gaps in your happiness. Depending on others to be happy can make you vulnerable and weak. Your inner strength and resilience are some of the most important traits you can develop, and they will serve as a strong foundation, regardless of what changes life throws your way. When it comes to sharing your dreams and aspirations, it's often better to share your progress rather than broadcasting your goals. This keeps you motivated without feeling pressured by the expectations of others. There's a certain strength in working silently and letting your results speak for themselves. Don't be afraid of being alone either. Being content by yourself is far superior to being surrounded by toxic people who drain your energy and hinder your growth. Those who demand the most of you without giving anything in return are the ones you should distance yourself from. Balance is key in any relationship, and it's essential to surround yourself with people who give as much as they take. Taking responsibility for your actions and life choices is crucial, but you shouldn't take yourself too seriously all the time. Life is full of imperfections and unpredictabilities, and sometimes laughter is the best remedy. When fear arises, see it as an indicator of growth. It's a signal that you are doing something that matters to you. Don't allow fear to paralyze you. Rather, use it as fuel to push forward. Remember, fear only appears when you are interested in something enough to care deeply about the outcome. One of the biggest mistakes people make is basing permanent decisions on temporary emotions. Feelings can be fleeting, and acting on them impulsively can lead to regret. It's crucial to find a sense of calm and clarity before making significant life choices. When you put someone on a pedestal, they have no choice but to look down on you. Therefore, treat people as equals and don't create unnecessary power dynamics. Advice is often colored by the experiences and biases of the person giving it. Not everything needs to be said out loud, especially when it may harm others or create tension. Choose your words wisely and avoid actions that may require dishonesty later. True intelligence lies in knowing when to speak and when silence is more powerful. People can give off an impression of brilliance until they start speaking. This is because appearances are often deceiving, and light indeed travels faster than sound. Instead of chasing happiness as if it's something outside of you, Realize that it's something you cultivate internally. Happiness is not found in external conditions, but in how you respond to those conditions. We all have a responsibility to the person we are today, not to the person we were in the past. You owe your present self the effort and commitment to build the best version of you. Self-care often begins with recognizing that you can be your own biggest obstacle. It's all too easy to blame external circumstances or other people, but true growth starts from within. Your parents may not always have the credentials, but their experiences have given them insights that can be valuable. Ignoring their wisdom simply because they lack formal education would be a mistake. They have been through challenges you might not even be aware of, and their perspectives, though sometimes flawed, often come from a place of love and genuine care. Act as if you've been in a successful position before. Confidence breeds success, and others are more likely to take you seriously when you present yourself with assurance. Overthinking, however, can rob you of peace. It twists reality, makes problems appear more significant than they are, and often ends up creating obstacles that weren't there to begin with. If you're upset about something, ask yourself whether it will matter in 10 years. This question can often bring a sense of perspective and help you let go of what truly doesn't serve you. You only have one body, and it will be with you for the rest of your life. Take care of it by eating well, staying active, and treating it with respect. Your body is resilient, but it requires effort to maintain its health. Similarly, when someone emphasizes that they are telling the truth, it's often a sign that they might be concealing something. Trust actions over words. And remember that genuine people don't need to convince you of their honesty. Life's journey is unique for everyone, and it is essential not to compare your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. Everyone faces challenges, but most people only share their successes, not their struggles. Missing someone does not always mean you need them back in your life. It's a natural part of moving forward and healing. First impressions often revolve around superficial traits, like appearance. But with time, you realize that a person's values are far more critical, especially if you're planning on building a future with them. To know who your true friends are, pay attention to those who speak well of you when you're not around, and those who are honest with you face to face. These are the people who care enough to provide constructive feedback. Letting go is difficult, but it is often necessary to make room for new growth. The more you face your fears and accumulate small wins, the more fearless you will become over time. Never prioritize someone who only sees you as an option in their life. Your self-worth should never depend on someone who fails to appreciate your value. Change is the only constant in life, and accepting it is key to moving forward. Contrary to popular belief, you don't live only once. You live multiple lives within the span of one. Each phase of your life is a new beginning, and change, though sometimes intimidating, brings new opportunities and growth. When we can see the good in others, our world becomes more beautiful. Even if things go wrong and setbacks happen, spring will always come, bringing new beginnings. Let the actions of others speak for themselves, rather than relying solely on their words. Commitment, consistency, and persistence are the pillars of progress. Falling in love more than once is not a failure, it's simply part of life. When someone leaves, it might be for the best, creating space for something more aligned with your growth. People who try to bring you down do so because they see something in you that threatens them. This should be a motivation to keep moving forward, not a reason to be discouraged. And remember, promises hold weight. Don't make them if you aren't willing to follow through. What may seem insignificant to you could mean the world to someone else. Moving back to a previous relationship often feels like wearing dirty clothes after a fresh shower. It doesn't bring you the comfort you expect. Keep your mind open. Be creative like an artist and stay curious like a scientist. Your purpose is not something to find externally. It's something you create through your actions and how you decide to contribute to the world. Be grateful for every moment, because life can change in an instant. Instead of accumulating material things, focus on accumulating experiences. Happiness lies not in waiting for things to happen, but in creating it through your actions and attitude. The present moment is all you have, so make it count. Be wise in choosing from whom you seek advice and let go of your ego. It rarely serves your true purpose. The more grateful you are, the more beauty you will see, and life will feel more generous and fulfilling. Fear is something that holds many people back from reaching their full potential. But it's important to see fear as a natural part of growth and success. Confront it, defeat it, and celebrate your victories, big or small. Remember, you cannot reach new horizons if you aren't willing to lose sight of the shore. It's never too late to go after what you've always dreamed of. And it's important not to let other people's negativity prevent you from achieving your goals. Life can be unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. But resilience comes from facing these challenges head-on and emerging stronger. Some challenges are put in front of you not to break you, but to strengthen you. Trust yourself. You've survived every difficult moment so far, and you will continue to do so. Every next level of your life will require a different version of yourself, so allow yourself to evolve and grow. To move forward, you have to decide that staying where you are is no longer an option. Each of us has moments when we must choose between continuing on the same path or forging a new one. Life's biggest lessons often come from moments when we let go of old patterns and embrace new beginnings. Courage is the foundation of all virtues, as without it, it is impossible to consistently practice other values. Facing and processing your emotions, instead of avoiding them, will bring you true strength and long-lasting happiness. The challenges you face, the changes you embrace, and the fears you conquer are what shape your character. Life doesn't change until you do, and growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Lastly, appreciate what you have while striving for more. Life becomes simpler and more meaningful when we shift our energy from what we cannot control to what we can create and improve. Sometimes a goodbye is the start of something new. Maturity comes when you accept your own flaws and take action to grow beyond them. Be kind, be grateful, and never stop reinventing yourself. After all, it is through continuous change and self-improvement that we find our true selves and create a fulfilling life.